Good morning. These are your Nassau Guardian highlights for Monday, December 22nd, 2025, brought to you by Your Daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow our Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp channels. We begin this morning with a deeply emotional and tragic story out of Long Island, where the community is mourning the loss of 16-year-old Amare Miller, a bright, talented, and widely loved teenager whose life was cut short in a traffic accident. Amare, an honor roll grade 12 student at North Long Island High School, had just received glowing report card results on the very day of his death. His parents described him as selfless, respectful, and deeply compassionate, a young man who regularly gave to others, often at his own expense. Police say Amare was riding his motorcycle when he collided with a Jeep on Beach Lane. Despite desperate efforts by family and medical staff, he died at the clinic. Tributes have poured in from classmates, teachers, church members, and residents across the island, all describing a young man of extraordinary promise. His death has reignited calls for thorough investigation, road safety awareness, and community reflection during this holiday season. In major crime news, 4 men, 3 Bahamians and 1 Jamaican, are now in custody following a massive drug interdiction. The U.S. Coast Guard intercepted a go-fast boat near Cuban waters, uncovering more than 2,200 pounds of cocaine valued at over $18 million, along with marijuana, a firearm, and ammunition. The suspects were later handed over to Bahamian authorities and remain under investigation by the Drug Enforcement Unit. In the courts, the Court of Appeal has ordered a new bail hearing for a man accused of murdering a corrections officer and attempting to murder 2 others. The appellate judges ruled that the original emergency bail application was improperly handled and must now be heard afresh by a different judge. The case continues to draw public attention because of the serious nature of the allegations and concerns surrounding inmate safety. On the national health front, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville says the government has begun addressing overdue payments to national health insurance providers following mounting complaints from doctors and clinics. While acknowledging delays, the minister says recent payments have been issued, with more expected shortly. However, physicians warn that unpaid bills, rising operational costs, and new service fees threaten the sustainability of care for thousands of patients. The newly formed National Health Insurance Providers Association says doctors feel excluded from decision-making and are calling for urgent dialogue. In international diplomacy, the Bahamas has officially established diplomatic relations with the Republic of Kosovo. Prime Minister Philip Davis and Kosovo's president signed a joint communiqué at the Office of the Prime Minister, marking what both leaders described as a historic step. The agreement opens doors for cooperation in trade, education, tourism, technology, and cultural exchange. From the business and regulatory sector, IRCA's proposed 2026 budget is set to increase by 12%, driven largely by expanded responsibilities tied to public-private partnerships, electricity reform, and the growing liquefied natural gas sector. Spending on regulatory fieldwork is projected to rise sharply as oversight intensifies. Turning to culture and community, families packed the Western Esplanade over the weekend for the December to Remember Christmas light show, enjoying festive displays, music, and holiday cheer. Community groups also hosted toy fairs and giveaways across New Providence, ensuring children and families felt the spirit of the season. And in today's editorial pages, there is strong commentary on women's representation in politics, with praise for efforts to increase female candidates, alongside sharp criticism of government transparency and its relationship with the media. Letters to the editor also raise serious concerns about the state of public health care, particularly access to specialized dental and surgical services at Princess Margaret Hospital. Those are your Nassau Guardian highlights for today. As we close, remember this quote: "Staying informed is not just a right, it is a responsibility." That's your news for this Monday morning. Stay tuned, stay informed, and stay safe. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.